The donations are made and the policy wavers around the interests of those who've donated big money.
How can we know that?
Let's just take the example of the Labor Party and the question of the banning of gaming ads. Very clearly part of the Labor policy was to do that. There was a report by the late Peter Murphy, which was a report of a committee that reinforced the reasons for all of that. The Labor Party said, almost with one voice, we will honour that advice from the committee. But of course what happened was once the lobbying set in motion from those who would be affected by such a ban, and they are big donors, the implementation of that policy stalled completely and it's still in limbo.
I mean, Labor would say, and they have said, look, legislating advertising is complicated and we're still consulting and we don't have the numbers. So they've had their own reasons for that, and they've also said, look, it's not a top issue for voters. And I just wonder with some of the donations, we have seen examples where parties do still do what they want to do regardless of who's giving money. Fossil fuels, for example. Labor is still continuing along renewables, even though we know that the construction mining union is still donating, and I imagine the fossil fuel industry is still lobbying. So how can we say for sure?
I accept that it's not always easy to know, but I think generally, I have to say, perhaps I've become cynical, that I believe that most of the big donations that flow to the major parties, let's just deal with them first, that they are really based on self-interest.